Pathetic music.
Folks, welcome back to the Spaced Out Podcast. It is me, it is I am him, it is Space Cadet. We got a trend up in the fucking building today. Giovanni, Jay, welcome in.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys coming through. Fucking trend up. Hold on, let's start with Giovanni.
Okay.
So you grew up in Buffalo?
I did until I was 17, then I ran away from home, went to New York City for 12 years. That's another story.
Yeah, so it was just, you didn't graduate high school already, or?
No, I went to summer school. I had a friend that was from Buffalo originally, lived in New York City, and he invited me to go to New York and live with them. So that's pretty much what I did.
So was it a real runaway, like I'm out, or was it like mom, dad, I'm out of here?
Pretty much a runaway. The only person I knew was my best friend and my cousin.
Oh.
And they ran me out a month later when I came home, and there was a voicemail from my mom on there. She thought I was kidnapped, and I was like, I was not kidnapped. I did it on my own.
Yeah. And
working at Starbucks, doing all this.
So you stayed out there for 12 years.
Yep.
What was the life like out there? I've never been to New York City ever.
I would say New York in the late 90s when I first got there, because I'm 42, so I got there in 98. It was way better than it is now. It was all like the real New York, all the old accents, mom and pop shops, Times Square still had sleazy stores at night. It was a lot more fun. And then 9/11 happened, and then New York kind of changed.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. So you were there up until 9/11?
No, I was in Buffalo actually for 2 years, around 9/11 until 2004. And then went back to the city and lived out there again. I officially moved back to Buffalo in end of 2009.
2009?
Yep.
So when you moved back, was that when you had opened up Trend Up, or
nope,
had the
actually,
idea?
No, I opened up Trend Up in March of 2016.
Okay.
I always liked fashion, even when I was younger. I always tried to dress differently from my classmates. My very first retail store was in New York. It was on Orchard Street. And if you're familiar with that neighborhood, the Lower East Side, it's very like Allentown, which is where I am now in Buffalo. It was very like artsy, eclectic, graffiti everywhere, old, grungy, thrift stores, funky stores. And the store I worked at was Apollo Braun. He did most of the clothing himself, as well as carry like local designers. And that's where I got my inspiration from, because he encouraged me to like use multiple talents.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I remember from him, is he's like, nobody has this one talent, use all of them. So I worked in a store, I created some, revamped some clothing, and then I started doing nightlife stuff, where I would use some of his clients with models and designers and put them in nightclubs. And so we started doing fashion shows on the side too. And at that time, there was MySpace before Facebook. So people in Buffalo were following me in that, and they were like,
MySpace.
Yes.
Damn, it's that.
Oh yeah,
it was more
my password.
I was just talking to someone about it. I think it was Jillian Hainsworth.
Yeah.
MySpace was popping. You can do, like, we were coding then.
Yes.
We were doing everything.
Top 5 friends, your own song.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're switching the songs so you can, like, oh, they have this, their playlist is similar to mine? No.
Nope, gotta change it.
I gotta have everything on there. It's gotta be newer than new.
Yep.
And then I found ways to put songs that weren't on there in there. And I was like, oh.
I got creative with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The money coming down and all that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I tried logging back in, but I can't remember the password.
I think they are now officially closed.
Yeah.
I just seen they're officially closed, and Omegle just officially closed.
Oh yeah?
Did you remember that one? It's like the one
Black
camera.
Planet. Remember Black Planet?
No, it's just like cameras come up. Like,
Okay.
so you're on the camera and this person, you can click next, or you can stay and talk to these people.
I don't think I used that one.
Next.
Yeah,
Like,
I never using that one.
That was the MySpace days that just closed recently. I was like, holy fuck. I
It's all
remember
gone.
using that in high school just to, like, I didn't know was networking.
Yeah.
Like, they taught us to network early, and we didn't I didn't use that.
Yep.
Because I could use that in your favor your whole life. Like, oh, I know all these people from all over the world.
Yeah. There was another one called Face Pick. Remember that one?
I think
It
so.
was very similar
yeah.
to that.
Yeah,
It's
but
kinda
Omegle
like
was
that.
like, that's where the trashy people went too, because you're clicking
That's
and
why I
you'd be
didn't
like,
use it.
yeah, you'd be like, oh, you're trying to click because it's a whole pause moment. Like, bro's just sitting there like, you're like, what just happened? Come on.
Nah.
The dial up AOL and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man, priceless.
The
Yeah,
chat
it
rooms
is.
were crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the old stuff.
Yeah, you just wish it came back. So
I
it's
know.
not
Those
like,
were simpler times.
yeah, social media is amazing, but then it's like all drama.
Too much information being processed as one right now. Man.
It's addicting because now you're constantly on it, refreshing your page to see like what's new, breaking news,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
addicting.
true. Like, oh, what's going on now? What
Yep.
just happened?
Yep.
Like, or something happens in like the area, you go straight to Facebook first to see if anyone else posted about it.
Yep.
I see everyone doing that. I'm like,
Yep.
just go get a radio scanner or
Yeah.
something if you're that nosy.
Or who's on live. That's the best news.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I use
Gotta
that
find
to
some
my
fuckers.
advantage though, because I'll jump on like popular people's lives and be like, oh, you should come on Spaced Out Podcast.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, where you guys located? Buffalo. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm not scheduled for there yet, but I'll hit you up when I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
That's how you do it.
yeah, it's a
Mhm.
good way to, it's a good tactic to use because their lives, they're like trying to communicate with their fans.
Yep.
So if there's a way to like, oh, they're a fan and they have a podcast, that's a good fucking,
Oh yeah. Then people reading the comments can see that too.
yeah,
Like, oh, what's that about?
yeah.
Yep.
exactly.
I totally got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try to jump in people's like the check mark ones, but they don't accept.
Keep on trying.
No, yeah, always. So what was the idea behind the name Trend Up?
That took me a while to figure it out. Originally, Trend Up was going to be like a unisex store, and I pretty much had the vision maybe like 10 years prior before we even opened. Because I used to live in New York. I had, I'd walk by a window shop and just get an idea for my own store. Then I was in Buffalo. I had an idea for it, and I picked Trend Up because I liked trendy stuff.
Yeah,
I wanted something that if I wanted to revamp it, it would still be, legit.
yeah.
People are telling me, oh, name it Geo's. I'm like, I don't want to name it after me because, no, when I'm dead, like, it's not the same.
It's like
I
a
want something-
restaurant or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like, no, it's old school. It's
Yeah,
not
that's like
me.
Giancarlo. It's like,
And I'm modest. I don't want to name it after myself. No, so
Yeah.
I'm like thinking something that's more me, like trendy, trend up. Let's go Trend Up.
yeah. I
It
mean, the
became
name is fire.
Thank
I
you.
named my son Giovanni.
Oh, that's a good name.
I got all my kids are
Follow.
named after mobsters. I'm Giovanni, Luca, Julian.
Yo, yeah.
Wow, you got
Yeah.
good boys.
Ah,
Yeah.
Man, you blessed. Man.
yes.
I was like, yo, when I thought of this like years ago, I was like,
Mhm.
my kids need like Italian mobster names. My mom was always like, they're not Italian. I was like, but they're dope as fuck. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Pablo just didn't sound right. Like, couldn't name him
See all the
Pablo.
mobsters on the table right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out
see.
Struggle.
You know who James Catney is?
Nah.
He
I'm
was a
gonna have
mobster.
I'm
You
gonna
got
have to
like
look him up.
old, huh? You know who James Catney is?
Mhm.
No,
She likes mobsters.
and he real old though. My uncle put me on to him, man. I watched one show. And I just kept on watching on it. He was crazy, man.
Mhm.
He was like a little short, little Italian dude, but yeah, it
They're
was.
always short.
he actually reminded me of James Catney though. That's why I thought this was James Catney.
Who is it?
I don't have no idea.
That could be him.
Who?
That could be.
Oh well.
Gotta
I
Google.
don't got no the names on here. No, this is which one? This is White
This is like
Bulger.
Scarface. This Scarface?
El Capone?
That's Al Capone, right? I look like this is a dope ass.
I heard El Capone used to visit the Statler back in the 20s.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do what?
He used to stay at the Statler down
Oh,
in
yeah?
Square. Yep. It was on Ghost Hunters.
Oh,
He said
wow.
he used to be one of the regulars that stayed
Now I gotta
there.
go watch that damn episode.
Yes, have you ever seen it?
Yo, see, I was just
No, it's a
saying
good
to my
one.
girl the other day, I've never like the Statler. Why have we never stayed there? Or there's
Yeah,
I
another
thought somebody
hotel.
just bought it recently.
Yeah, they're renovating it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like apartments.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
pretty
a
nice from the outside.
yeah, there's a lot of. We were driving somewhere and I was like, where'd this building come from? Like, and because we just crossed Maine.
Yeah.
It was me and my cousin. We just crossed Maine. And I was like, but as soon as you cross Maine, you already know that main line is like you're in the hood, and then you go straight to like
We're on Main near like where's like Summer Street in that area.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole new like buildings down there.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
That like 19 North and stuff like that. There's like
Yep.
apartments. I was like, oh, Oh,
Yep.
these are nice.
I know.
I was like, why don't they do this in the east side?
Yep.
Like, make the other side of Maine look like this.
Yeah, they need
But not,
they need to
but
get
not
rid of-
like kick people out.
Me and him was just talking about the train track. They need to eliminate all that and bring it all back Main Street again, man. Because that's where all the stores was at. What was it called again?
Like M&A's,
M&A's and
burgers.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
So,
Back in the day.
I do. It does seem like they're doing it where like the new dispensary is. They're
Yeah.
trying to like build that area up
mhm.
and make it like more shops. But if you look at the old pictures from back in the day,
It was way
that
different.
shit was like
It was like
New
New York.
City. Everybody
Yeah.
was moving down there.
Even a theater
Now-
district used to have theaters, neon signs everywhere,
Yeah,
traffic
North
stores,
that North Theater or whatever.
or
it is.
Shays.
Oh, Shays. Okay.
Yeah, downtown.
But then North, what is that?
You
North.
thinking of the North Park Theater?
Yeah, that North Park Theater area was packed too.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Yep.
and it's like, yo, what is going on?
I know.
Build it.
We
like,
started tearing everything down.
pushing everything out into
Yeah.
the suburbs and not bringing
Mhm.
places into the city. Why
Yep.
aren't we like the stadium? Why'd you move it
We're
next
just saying.
door?
I know. That was the whole idea of a new stadium, was to build it in the city of Buffalo. But hey, let's put it across the street from the old one.
There's more control, I think. They just trying to control the situation. The team is called the Buffalo Bills. Why is it not in Buffalo? Not called the Orchard Park Bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a car, you can't get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not accessible to everyone.
Yep.
I mean, and it's on a Sunday, so the bus is running every hour, and it stops way before the stadium.
Yep.
Because I don't think there's any C bus that day.
Probably not. It's funny because I used to work for Visit Buffalo Niagara as an
Mhm.
information specialist before I had the store. And when Rolling Stones was in Buffalo, they played at Orchard Park. And we had
Wow.
so many people that were in town, staying downtown, expecting the public transit to get there, and there wasn't any. They were like livid. They're like, okay, why did we book it in downtown? We can't get there.
Yeah.
Imagine a stadium in the
And
city
there was
of Buffalo.
no Uber.
Nope.
time
At
frames?
that time, no.
Yeah.
Yep, they all had to take taxi. Yeah.
Oh. Oof.
So imagine a stadium in the city of Buffalo, extend the metro rail, how convenient that would be. We would actually be a real city.
Yeah.
You know how cool that would be?
They dropped the ball. I'm not sorry to interrupt.
Oh, they totally
No,
should.
no, go
They
ahead.
should have
Totally
put
could.
the stadium. I keep saying this at the train station on the east side and used what's still there, the central terminal, as like the entrance. You put a hotel and everything. You could take a train into the stadium,
That would
and
be
it
so
would have
cool.
brought a lot of
That
business.
would have
to
been
the
dope.
area.
Beautiful, bro.
Imagine
don't-
that shit like
but that
right
would have been
there.
a lot
Yeah.
more security. Man, you got to think about like that. Yeah, that would have been real nice.
Would've
I mean, but you got to think. Look at Baltimore.
They
Camden
would've-
Yards.
Yeah.
They're in
Yeah.
a dangerous ass area, and they do just fine.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
they got they freaking stadium downtown. I just went there not recently, man, and it's beautiful, man. They got the football stadium, they got the baseball stadium right next door to it. Like,
Mhm.
man, you can tell that city is prospering by it being downtown.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
It's
it
gonna
would
bring
be
so
it
many
would be
different
so
jobs.
beautiful to have it downtown rather than having to drive and you don't get to see the stadium from anything but a street view.
Yeah.
Like imagine being able to drive on Route 5 and you look over, you see the Sabre Stadium, you can see the Bison Stadium, and then you can see the Bills Stadium now.
Mm.
And it's a water like near the waterfront, like every other stadium.
Yeah.
I feel like the reason why they won't move it there is because the fan base would be fucking upset because of the tailgating factor.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Like
Yeah.
I believe that is it true or not that NFL has like tailgating rules and city limits?
Mhm.
Yeah, it depends. Like when I lived in Seattle, they didn't have like tailgate. Like you didn't have the opportunity to tailgate, even in the same way. Even in the spots where they had it, it couldn't be the same way because there wasn't the space.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do that. But to be fair, there's a lot of teams that had those worries at their places that built new places, and it worked out fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll always work out fine.
To me, when I hear people saying these things, I almost feel like it's the argument. People are like, why don't we have cheerleaders anymore? It's like, I understand it may be a certain way, but it doesn't fucking affect anything.
No.
Like, they should have put that shit down in the city. Especially his point with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's like one of my favorite cities.
Yeah,
That shit is so beautiful. The baseball's right there.
Cincinnati too
Steelers.
is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Cincinnati is like that.
Cincinnati,
Fuck the Bengals, but
Yeah, but when you drive through there and you see
Yeah.
stadium,
Yeah.
and you're like,
That's a nice little
that's
ride.
dope. Like,
Yeah.
I can see their stadiums. It makes me want to
Nightlife.
come. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
our nightlife seems like it's even dying. Like it's
Yeah.
just dying
All it's
out.
gonna take is that one voice, man, for somebody to actually say. It's gonna start with the people first. Man. We
Yeah.
gotta start on raising meetings or something. Because if you was born and raised in Buffalo and you seen what's been happening with Main Street and what else, they got a bunch of different things going on in Buffalo right now, but mainly we need to be the voice. We got to be the voice. That's the only way things are going to change, man.
Yeah.
Only way, man. Like stuff like this, podcasts and stuff. You guys just speak up, man.
Just start doing stuff too.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Some people, I noticed a lot of people in Buffalo just complain but don't do anything.
Right.
It's like, well, get them to do something.
Yeah.
I think people want to do something, but they fearful that it's not going to go right. You got to at least attempt to try. And there's people that got finances to help the city, but it just they got to know that this whatever they're helping is going to benefit them back too, though. So I don't know, man.
Like
Hopefully one day, man.
Like for me, it took me 2 years for even open the store, but it was fear. Like I was afraid that people aren't going to buy what I liked or it was going to work out.
So it took you 2 years to even like.
Yeah, before I actually officially, because I had the name Trend Up for like 2 years. I got it in 2014, the DBA, but I didn't open the store until 2016.
Did you have the building or anything?
No, I got.
I was gonna say, were you paying for a building?
No. I just had the name.
I was gonna say,
didn't pay for anything. But I sat on it. Originally, I started out as like a stylist. I was doing like pictures for people.
Yeah.
That's how I was using Trend Up at first, using that as like my branding name. So when I actually officially signed a lease in the Market Arcade downtown, that was the first store. No merchandise at all. Once I signed the lease, that's when I started searching for merchandise. And like I said earlier, originally it was going to be a unisex store. But when I started shopping for women's stuff to match the men's stuff that we got, it wasn't going to happen. So then I thought, well, there's so many women's boutiques in Buffalo. Why not just be a men's store? It'd be so much easier for me and my customers too. And that's pretty much how it became what it is now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of females wearing guy clothes now too, like
that too.
baggy stuff. So like,
Yeah, they shop in our store.
Yeah, they do.
I've seen, a lot of women like baggy hoodies.
Pants and all that stuff.
And we don't have a lot of men's stores.
No. It's like women's and then a small selection for guys.
Females go through clothes a lot faster than guys, so we hold on to our stuff a lot longer.
Yep, I noticed that. Because
I'm the opposite. I guess I'm a female when it comes to that. Because it's like, I'm like, like I hate re-wearing, but it's like, I'm broke as hell.
Yep.
But like when I was in the military, it was like I never wore the same pair of sneakers twice or the same shirt or anything. It'd be like, I'm wearing this, all right, and then new soldier came, toss him this whole bin of clothes. They'd be like, why? Because I don't want to wear it no more. I'll go get more.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what the fuck? My sergeants would come in and be like, you got 50 pairs of shoes in here? Are you gay? I'd be like, chill. Like, it's just shoes.
Just like shoes.
Yeah. I'm a shoe addict. Like, my girl still says, she's like, you have too many. I was like, you got to get rid of some. All right, well, throw those ones out. They're the dirtiest.
I can have not $1 in my pocket. As long as I look good, man, I feel good, man. Certain things that make you feel good,
Yeah.
Yep.
I like to look good, I try to think I look good, but
Yep.
So, what brands can they find at Trend Up?
Oh, we got like Frost Originals, they're a cool brand from LA. We got First Row, Frosty's a new one, Sugar Hill. And we also carry like some locals like Cafe Hair.
Yeah.
We got Cricket Boy. Ah, yes, you got one. We had that in the store.
Yeah, original right there.
Yes.
I had to get it.
And we got Calvin's new hat called Welcome to Buffalo. Got those. We also carry like hype beast brands like Keisubi, Supreme.
You have the WTBs in there?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, but you're gonna be carrying them?
We might. Didn't want to say nothing.
Oh, okay.
We always switch them up every here and there.
Yeah, because he's fucking. Calvin's the man.
Yep. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we had their
the Welcome to Buffalo.
yes, those we carry. Yeah, we got the suede ones and the trucker hats.
Yeah, he's a fucking man.
Definitely got those.
Okay.
Yeah, those shits are sweet.
Everybody wants those.
Yep.
I don't know what the deal with that is. I even got them.
And it's bucket hats. They flow.
I got two of them.
That's what I have. That's a black bucket hat.
And our newest line is Chasing Millions by Damar Hamlin. Actually, Jay here, or Josh has this on right now.
I like that one too. Looks like fish and clouds.
Yeah, the quality is good too, and it's real thick too. It's warm.
And then this one's my favorite. It's like the most unique one he did.
He creates everything himself?
Yeah, he designs it all. And a manufacturer company from Pittsburgh, which is his hometown, they make it all.
That's dope.
Yep. And we're the only store in Buffalo to carry his line. We'll be the exclusive one. And Damar also wants it to be like one store per city to have his line so it's not oversaturated.
Right.
And also, if you went to Chasing Millions website, a lot of the stuff you won't see in our You won't see on the website in our store on purpose
Yeah.
because he wants the customers to come into the shops. You can see it
It's
first.
smart. That is smart.
Yep.
It's a great tactic to push for stores to.
Yep. So far, it's been going great. We were on like different news sources. You guys get a name out there, and we premiered it on Friday. And it's funny because on Friday, when the day of the premiere, Bill Bellamy, remember him from the '90s? Yep. He's a regular of ours. It's his second time in our store. So I was like, Bill, it's like perfect day. Damar Hamlin just premiered his clothing line today.
Yeah.
So he's like, let me check it out. He bought 2 hoodies and did a shout out for him.
Yeah.
On IG.
I seen that.
Yep.
That's pretty.
So that
dope.
was like lit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I seen that you're the talk of the town too right now because you're carrying Damar Hamlin's.
Yep.
You're the only one to be.
The only one.
So
The
I
only
mean,
one.
that's got to be like something dope to be like.
Yeah,
I'm the
give me
only
a
one
rush.
around here.
Give me a rush.
Like you can't get this nowhere.
Because now we're getting like a lot of new customers we never normally had, or people that say, "Oh, I never knew about you." Now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now you know who we are.
Yeah.
It's great bringing
It's
new customers
building the
in.
brand.
Yep, and you over there too. Yes, thank you. See, 95 Allen, come on down.
Yeah, you got me with that fucking one jacket. I'm still trying to get it.
Which one?
The space jacket with the alien or the
the
astronaut on it.
Yeah, that's from First Row.
Yeah.
We still got a few of those in.
I need one of those.
Mm-hmm. There's
That
like 4
thing is
left.
dope.
Yeah, I like that brand because everything's positive on there. Everything they do.
Yeah, that too. I was like,
Yep.
oh, because
Mhm.
I've been trying to make like I have a website and I sell it off the website because it's what is it called? Dropship, right?
Oh yeah, it's a drop shipping website.
Yep.
Yeah, so I create it and then they just ship it out for me and do all the
yeah.
work and I just get a little bit of cash on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I should buy it in bulk.
Of course. Yeah, that's
What?
definitely the way to go.
Yep.
I have been doing that and it's just like on there it's not like people are like the
Mhm.
prices are steep, but I looked at the prices to buy it for me to buy it and it's way cheaper.
Right.
But building a brand is fucking hard.
Yep.
How long do you say that it took for you to think that the brand really took off?
I've been in business since 2016. I think this is our year where we're finally pushing more. I'm doing more ads, social media. We just bought ads in like Buffalo Spree.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get ourselves more out there.
Right.
But it's always up to you too. Like when I first started in the business, I was in a record arcade. No one knew where that building was, so we're kind of hidden. So I did get myself out there. Every single fashion show I can get myself into, a vending event. Didn't matter where it was, and that's how I got my name out there. And then when I went to Allen Street, I feel like I got a little relaxed in 2018. I was like, oh, I'm in a storefront now. Let me just take a break.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my problem too. I took a break and people started to forget about the brand. And then when I moved into my current spot at 95 from 85, that's when I went hardcore and just like, okay, we got to push this more. And you got to do it every single day. Get yourself out there, buy social media ads. And I
mean, you have a song.
We do. Yeah, we're the only store in Buffalo with our own theme song.
Yeah.
Trend Up theme song.
Yep.
It's on Spotify, YouTube, all music sources.
Coda Sevilla.
That had nothing to do with that. They surprised me, those artists.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
That's
Coda,
dope.
Incense, Plax, Wave Williams,
That's
and Jay
dope.
Aquarius. They went to it. Yep.
Yeah.
I mentioned her Coda.
Okay.
Yeah, they went behind my back. They made a song, introduced it to me. I was like, this is awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And then we did a music video in the store. So every time we do a fashion show or promo, we always use a theme song.
Oh, that's dope.
To push it.
Mm-hmm.
When's your next fashion show?
So far I heard in spring.
Spring.
Yep.
Who's it? Who are you? Are you doing it with anyone?
Buffalo Fashion Week.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
We were just in the first one in October. It was
Okay.
dope. We were at Seneca One Tower on the
Yeah.
outside plaza. Amazing. These kids, most of them from upstate. Some are current, some are graduate. They planned us in 3 days. And I was looking at them like,
that was a nice spot.
yep. I was telling them like it takes some people months or a year to plan that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so
Well,
fast.
it's no I in team, man. You got one person doing this, one person doing that. You come together, and that's what you get.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So they invited me to come back in spring. So I was like, I'm there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a dope.
Yep.
And did you do something with Buy a Guy?
I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna say, is Buy a Guy in your store?
No, what we did, we were at the UB panel.
Oh, okay.
Yep, like one of the mover and shaker type things, and he was on a panel with me and 3 other ladies. Most of us were either designers or store owners. I think I was the only one that wasn't a designer, but I was a store owner on that panel. Interesting. It was interesting. That was also my very first panel at UB. They've had students come to the store and ask questions in the store, but that was the first time I got invited to come out to UB and answer questions to the students. So it was a lot of fun. It was like, there was a panelist named Taylor. He asked some questions, and then the best part was when the students got to ask his questions, and there was a meet and greet afterwards, and you can tell the enthusiasm of all the students about how do you start, where do you start, and trying to point them in the right direction and all that good stuff. It was awesome. Good feeling to help the kids out.
So if there is like someone who wants to open a store, what would you tell them to do?
Save up a lot of money. You're not going to make money overnight. I knew that before I even opened. That's another reason why it took 2 years. Because I'm like, let me save up just in case. So always have overhead of money, because it's easier to use your own money than getting grants and especially loans, because loans you got to pay back.
Right.
You're going to go broke doing that forever. Just save up, start small. Start as like a pop-up shop. Start out as like a very tiny store, as long as it's affordable, and get your name out there. Or a collab, like share a space with someone. Right. In the beginning, until you're ready to branch off into your own. Don't never rush. You want to be perfect in the future, plan ahead. Start small, and be smart about it. That's what I would recommend.
What was the biggest mistake you've made since opening the store? If you have made any.
The only mistakes is listening to people that don't really support you. Like when I first started, I was told, you're way too expensive. You should sell cheaper stuff. Buffalo's poor. So then I was like, okay, let me try that. And then, you know what? I lost my regular customers. No one's buying it. Now I have to mark it all down and get back to where I was. I take criticism, but you got to take from the right ones. Take from people that actually support you or are doing stuff. Don't take some guy off the street complaining about your store, what you carry. Yeah. When I first started, that's what I was doing, listening to people like that. And I just got to be like, well, that's okay. Do you go to Macy's and complain about their prices or Gucci? No? Okay.
I started using that
now
too.
You got to, my clientele doesn't complain, so that's who I'm keeping. That's who I'm pressing right now. And that's the mindset you should have. Like, this is who we are. This is what we carry. And, no one's complaining about you. You don't have to be here. Yeah. Sometimes you got to be that way. Thank you.
I fuck with it.
And you know what? It's easier that way. That kind of clientele does not come in. Great. The ones that do are the ones you want.
What's your favorite part about owning a store in Buffalo?
Love the people. I actually love what I do. I wake up and it's like, okay, who's going to come in today? Yeah. And creating ideas. Like I love doing events. Searching for a product is my favorite. I love doing that too. It's kind of hard sometimes because you might find a brand that you really like and you want to buy everything, but there's no room and you can't afford it. Right. Decorating a store is a good part. And just the people that want to network with you and enthusiasm, especially new customers or when people come in wearing stuff they bought from you in the past or wearing it and want to get more outfits. That's pretty much why I love what they do. Yeah. Seeing that.
I bet you it's so dope. Like, oh, I'm the only person that has that and they're wearing that.
Yeah.
You're driving down the street and see them.
Or I see some guys walking down the street wearing it. I was like, oh, yeah, they got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet.
Yep.
Where do you see the store in 5 years?
Who knows? And we might expand again or open up a second location. Just gotta see where it goes.
I'm hoping for that second location.
I know. It might be in Buffalo, it might be a different city, but I'll still stay in Allentown. I love that neighborhood.
Yeah, that was my next question. Do you see yourself moving out of Allentown?
No, I love it over there. Yeah. Even when I was downtown, I wanted to be in Allen. And it's funny because my first store option was Allen Street, but at the time I was looking for a space, there was nothing available on Allen. Yeah. So when there was, I was like, I'm leaving Mark Arcade. Let's go to Allen.
Oh, yeah.
I broke my lease a year early in the first location and came back over there.
I mean, who won it? It's Allentown.
I know.
It's the
like I looked at Elmwood.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I looked at Elmwood, and there were some spots in Elmwood that the spaces looked great, but the vibe wasn't for me. Right. Like I can't have the kind of parties we do on Elmwood because they look at me funny. But Allentown, everything goes. It's more eclectic, all walks of life, diverse. Yeah. Whereas some spots in Elmwood, I feel like the neighbors kind of watch me and nitpick. Where in Allen, no one gives a fuck, so it's like your own thing. Yeah. Which is what I love, the freedom.
Who doesn't?
I know.
I'd be there too.
Yep.
I had a question. Now I'm high.
You're puffing away over there, bro. Like
when the weed hit.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel I kind of like it.
Fuck, I had that one.
Anybody else?
I
I will say, were you affected at all with all the construction on the island, or is that not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were. Yes.
How was that for as a business owner? You know, is that something that is it over with now?
Finally over. I think they finished about a month ago. Yep. Yeah, because I used to be at 85 Allen when they started. They started, because I'm in between Franklin and Delaware. They started between Maine and Franklin the first year. And you can tell traffic already slowed because now you're taking traffic away from Main Street. And if people coming from Delaware can't go all the way, they're not coming down either.
Right.
But we were lucky because during 2020 is when they finished our block. We kept checking in once in a while in the store, and it was like, one day there's no sidewalks, one day it's all clear, blocked off. So by the time they said, small businesses can reopen is when the street was finally finished on our side. So we were lucky in that. But once they started working on the other two blocks, yeah, you can see the difference. It slows down.
So during that time, it was all online sales you were doing?
Yeah, we're pushing everything on the website, eBay. We had a few customers that didn't mind coming down, so we both wore a mask and come on down. And
because that was COVID time too.
Yeah, because we weren't technically supposed to be open, but we agreed as long as there's one of us in the store, we can do that.
Yeah.
So that helped out. And then we also did there was contests out there. Someone made us $150 for a contest. We helped out with a small business that program where it gives $1,000 for a small business. So we did win that. And every bit helped.
Yeah.
Our landlord, he wanted his money back in late May. He's like, hey, you're usually on time with your rent. What's going on? I'm like, we're shut down. Banks aren't open. What do you want from me?
Nah.
So luckily we were able to pay eventually.
I know someone who that happened to, but couldn't do his job at all. Owns a business, can't do his job. What do you expect? And that check never came to him ever.
Yep.
And I was working with him, and that's when I was just like, I gotta go. See you later. COVID hit, and I'm illegally cutting hair. You're gonna get the biggest fine of your life if I'm in here.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not doing that to you. Mm-hmm. So I dipped, but then over time, got back, they opened back up, but all that rent missed, he couldn't keep up with it. So it was like, you gotta go. And I was like, they couldn't have just been
free rent.
Look, it's all right. He got paid. He fucking probably put in for not getting paid for all those tenants already.
Yeah, we heard about that. A lot of these building, the companies were getting money, so why are you bothering us? You're getting paid.
Yeah, they got money, and then they still wanted their rent.
Yep. Agreed.
And then that's illegal right there. You said you didn't get the rent. So what do you need the money from us for? You double dipping here.
Exactly.
But
agreed.
Then they just booted them. But I seen a lot of businesses lose their spaces after COVID, and it was like, fuck.
Yep.
And that just ate up mom and pop places, and it's places like you that keep the city booming. We need more places like yours. We need more places to be owned by someone from the city that cares about the city, that wants to give back. I see how many you had other podcasts that you were helping out. Mm-hmm. You help out this podcast. You're a sponsor to this podcast. We appreciate it very much because you're helping us be able to save money to go on trips to do in different states so people can know about Buffalo, and we can be like, oh, hey, we're from Buffalo. You can come down, and then a lot of people are like, oh, we've heard about Buffalo. We should visit. We want to visit Buffalo. People are like, what's going on in Buffalo? Because it's a lot of buzz about Buffalo.
Right. About time they're coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you gonna grab some of those? Did you grab any of those Deion Dawkins hats?
No.
This week.
It's funny. A friend of mine, where he works, he sees them all the time. It's just get one.
Yeah.
Chris.
I didn't see those yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
You dropped them recently?
Yeah, I think on the 13th they dropped.
Word? I just seen the downtown. So that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things. I'd seen them the other 2 weeks ago, and then I seen the video, and I was like, oh, those are pretty dope.
Yep.
Snow University,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they said Snow University. I was like, oh, come on.
For real.
Yeah, but then you gotta know resellers, those hats are gonna be limited, so people are gonna buy them. They do that, they do it with the Griselda gear. It's yo, my God, you guys are killing me.
So mad.
I just looked and there was this one hoodie that I really wanted. Every single one of them are over a K, and there's one they got up there, and there's bids on it, and it's up to 6K right now.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. Just because it's in the green, and every other hoodie is in a different color, but this one's in green, and everyone wants the green one. And I'm like,
that's how it be.
Yo, what is going on?
I was so mad what happened with the website store in the mall, man. That was crazy. Buffalo Kids store.
Yeah.
I was there when it first opened. I was like, that's all time, dude.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
It always takes that one person, man, to mess something up, man. Now you gotta go all the way. I think you got a store in California now or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Los Angeles.
Oh,
that was Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah, that's probably where it is. I could see it being in Atlanta because he's right there.
Yeah.
Man.
And Atlanta's like, that's a whole different culture. Like, it's very cultured there. They respect everyone's businesses. But I will say,
see how that happened inside the freaking mall. Like ain't it surveillance cameras and stuff going on there?
Yeah, you think it'd be safe.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
You never see, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
and it sucks because, like, yo, that was the first
Yeah.
person from the hood from Buffalo to open a store in Buffalo, like in the Galleria Mall, the mall that, like, now you hear Drake rapping about, like you're hearing it in songs, like, and there was a store there that you can buy all the Griselda gear you want, like, and now you can't buy none and it's gone, and you guys made us lose the privileges of even, like, they don't, like, the hate they get is like, I feel like it's pushing them away, like, from Buffalo. It's like they love Buffalo, but it's like, yo, why would I be here if they hate us so much? If they're gonna hate on us so much, like, I can't even have a store in my city because people hate me so much. Because I'm rich. Like, who gives a fuck that this man's got more money than you?
It should be inspiration.
Yeah, you should
like,
be wanting to go get the bag. Like,
like,
you don't have, go get the bag. Go
That's
get
Buffalo's
rich.
set up, man.
Yeah, that's why you guys say why
people
people afraid to do things in Buffalo. It's the crab in the bucket mentality. Just because you want to do something, but then you know you're not gonna get everybody there. You're only gonna get the section of people that, like, oh, hey, they're doing this now. That section of people's people. And then if this section of people don't fuck with that section, they're not. It's like, yo, put your shit aside and let's get this money. Let's get this shit.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
We have all these great podcasts in Buffalo. If we came together and was like, oh, we're good at this, yo, y'all are good at talking about this, y'all are good at this, yo, let's build the best podcast in Buffalo so that Buffalo is like the East Coast or the West Coast of the East Coast, like where like it's like, to be the only person to get Tasiki on a podcast in Buffalo, for me, that was amazing. Like, that's dope as fuck. She was like, I want SpacedOut Podcast. I was like, yo, that's fire. Like, how? Like, but shout out Drake. My homie Drake got me that shit. I was like, yo, this is fire. But, like, we can get more artists that big. Like, if we pushed ourselves so hard, we can have people podcasting here getting Drake and J. Cole when they come here. We could be having people getting fucking anyone when they come here.
Definitely.
Next year, when's the concert?
On February.
Tickets drop tomorrow, too.
Yeah, people are going crazy. The other, like, mixed reviews is like, oh, the ticket prices is too high. Oh, I'm buying 5 or 6 of these tickets so I can get 5 girls to go with me because that's all I see them talking about. And I'm like, y'all are wild. That shit's about to sell out that first day.
I went to a concert back, I think it was 2016, and that was pretty ridiculous, but the price definitely jumped up, man.
Oh, yeah, but you got, I mean, he's the #1 concert artist in the world. Like, he
said he went away from Michael, man.
He's killing it. Like, if he sells out, he's gonna sell out this whole tour. And then, like, he could literally probably retire. The last tour, I think he made over 11 million or something like that. That's crazy.
Money, man.
He's killing it. Like,
some money,
you're making what nobody made in a year, and in a year. You like
2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Like my man is set. Like his child is set for life. He paid his child for a cover album, and it's in a trust fund now. Like paid.
Yeah.
It's like I want that for my kids. Like it's like that's dope.
Totally.
People should be proud of themselves.
Yeah.
All those people. It's like, yo. But some people don't see it like that. They're like, oh, I got this shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, stuck up rich people, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I want them cool people around me. So, what city do you see yourself in next?
I don't know. It's cross between like Toronto or New York City.
I like the Toronto idea. Toronto and Buffalo is like
That would be a nice little collab.
Yeah.
You got Drake over there too, so
Yeah.
you never know.
that OVO in there.
Yeah. I like Toronto. It's funny because a lot of our customers from Toronto, they say there's nothing like this in Toronto. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
So I can go there.
Yeah.
Be great.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people from Buffalo go there, so it's like
Yeah, it's not that
they'll
far away
see-
either.
They'll see Trend Up and be like, yo, isn't this in Buffalo too?
Yep. The second location.
Yeah, and they're like,
Maybe.
Buffalo.
Geo face around the thing.
International.
Yeah. International Geo.
That's right.
No, that would be dope. Favorite restaurant in Buffalo?
God, I love to eat. It's a tough one.
Yes, I love to eat too. So if you say somewhere I haven't been, I'm going. Like last night was El Coquito.
I haven't been there yet.
Fire.
It's good.
Yep. Hoagie Stop in El Coquito.
Yeah.
#1 Buffalo owned restaurants. I'm
I love
going
trying
to.
new places too, so I gotta try
Yeah.
that.
You tried Hoagie Stop?
On Allen?
Yeah.
Yes, they are good. I follow their social media. Everything they post is like, I want that. I want that.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good for you, but I want it.
Yeah. I just get the sauce on the side though. I don't get the sauce. You gotta get the sauce on the side. I don't like my shit soggy. No, I'm good.
No, I kind of like it soggy with fries and dip it in there.
Oh, okay.
I like it
okay.
messy.
Yeah. Some people are like it messy.
Yep.
I'm like, no.
But they're good. Allentown Eats is good too. You ever try them?
No, I haven't. I've seen them.
Unfortunately, they're closing. They're going to go catering, but they had the best chopped cheeseburger subs ever had. Like you can taste all the seasonings and stuff. And I remember the first time I ate it, took it home. I had the TV on. I don't know what the hell I was watching, but I was so into this food. That's how good this was.
Yeah.
I don't see that much.
Buffalo. I want to move out of Buffalo eventually, hopefully by the grace of God. But I'm gonna miss the food. The food is, you can't get this food nowhere.
I wish Mr. Green was in here because Mr. Green. Drew?
Oh, his last name was Green?
Nah, we just call him
Oh,
Mr.
I say,
Green.
What's his last name?
From
wow.
what is the movie? Reservoir Dogs, I think. Yeah. Call him Mr. Green. So we went to Atlanta. No shots at Atlanta. People think I'm taking shots. I love the city of Atlanta. It was dope. Even though we almost got robbed, still love it.
Oh,
Culture was dope. Everything was dope. But the food was trash.
Oh yeah?
I did not like the food at all.
You gotta know where to go.
You gotta really, I think you really gotta go into the real trenches to go eat. Like some food, good food, because we went to my cousin told us some taco spot. Shit was trash. We were just sitting there. I was just like, yo, is it good? They were like, nah. I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry, y'all.
We're spoiled.
You wanna go get McDonald's now? Y'all wanna go get Jack in the Box or something? We gotta go find something. I think we got Beast Burger. We ordered Beast Burger, but then we found out Beast Burger was Red Robin, just has a different recipe.
Imitation.
Yeah. Well, no, they have a whole different recipe. They use all different buns, meat, and everything.
Oh.
But it's Mr. Beast, so they can only use that food for Mr. Beast. Everything else is Red Robin.
Okay.
So it's a ghost kitchens. They do that with that. There's a couple of businesses like. One of the football players just said Burger Den has the best burgers, and then he went online and looked it up, and Burger Den is Denny's.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
I
looked it up, and then it was Burger Den is inside of Denny's, but it's a whole nother, it's a ghost kitchen. They make the recipe there. Your burger is going to taste way different. So if you got a Denny's burger and a Burger Den burger, totally different.
Oh, wow.
So I want to try this fucking out. Like, maybe I should do a podcast episode of that. Like, order both of them. And
yeah.
like, they're the fucking same. What the fuck do you mean? But we had beast burger, and that was the best thing we had. And they said they ordered something else that, like, maybe it was seafood late night.
Yeah.
And they said that was slamming.
Mm.
The barbecue food was good, but anything else was like, yo, this is not it.
No.
I need that good food. Buffalo's got it, though.
Yeah.
You can turn any corner and you're like.
Because I was in New York, I missed the buffalo food. I missed chicken wings, chicken fingers, beef on whack.
Even in New York?
They don't have it. They don't even know what horseradish is. I swear. I would walk around the city looking for like cool delis.
Tell them to pull out their wasabi. Tell them
trying-
horseradish.
I was like, I'm trying to get like a beef on whack, and I was like, yeah, horseradish, and you're like, what is that? And like horseradish is spicy. Like, oh, you want hot mustard? No.
Mm-hmm.
I finally found one deli. It was on 8th Avenue near Times Square that had it, and then they eventually closed. I was so mad. But even subs, they don't have good subs. They don't know what it is. So I was like,
not
okay.
even their subs.
Their subs suck.
Not even the corner store deli subs.
They don't make it like we do. Like chicken fingers is not gonna be like fried and hot sauce all over it. Yeah, it's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be like
when
dry.
I ever go to like outside of Buffalo, you can't even get your like chicken tenders, they call them. You can't get them freaking
it's not gonna be the
sauced
same.
up.
It's
You
gonna
have
be
to
dry.
dip them in the sauce, and I'm like,
Yep, or grilled. That's all I know is grilled chicken.
yeah,
Not the same.
yep,
No, or even cheeseburger subs. It's kind of like dry. It's not like.
yeah. There's no chicken fingers. Like in Texas, it was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza was horrible. Like the only thing you can order, Domino's, Papa John's, or like some place that's over there.
Yeah.
I used to go to Little Caesars because I'm like, I'd rather eat this cardboard pizza than Domino's or anything.
Yeah.
Like I'll dip this all in blue cheese, but then like you said, they don't even know what blue cheese is. All their blue cheese is that like looks like ranch, tastes like kind of like ranch.
Yeah, it's not that thick
No
stuff like
chunky,
Doritos too.
no chunks to it.
Yep, the real stuff.
I used to have my mom, when I was in though, my mom had just started, I think, Bocce's and Mighty Taco just had started selling stuff. So when I came back, I ordered Bocce's. They send you a pizza that's half cooked. And then Mighty Taco, my second deployment, I got Mighty Taco while I was deployed. You just throw it in the microwave, but I wouldn't do it again.
No.
It wasn't the same at all.
Yeah.
Like you're like disappointed as fuck. Then you're just like, yo, I just really want Mighty Taco right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then after you eat it a couple times, you're just like, nah, I don't need it no more.
Not the same.
I can wait a couple months to eat it again.
Mm-hmm.
With the food.
I missed their original nacho cheese they used to have back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember that? It came like a little box and it had like the hot and spicy thick cheese.
Their old cheese was way better than their new cheese.
I know. I remember the first time I ordered nachos and cheese, they gave me like a bag of chips and a little thing. I'm like, what is this? You guys run out of the regular chips? Like, this is how it is now. Not the same.
Yeah, that's their empanadas too. The fruit empanadas, they're not the same anymore. After COVID, they just changed them all everywhere.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're like way thicker, doughy ones. I think they changed companies from the other company they were getting them from. They're not that thin, crusty, like bite.
What we're used to, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? COVID ruined everything.
I blame
all the food spots. That's what I'm blaming it on.
Yeah.
The prices on everything.
That too, yeah. Even groceries. Like groceries keep going up and down now too.
Yeah. Tops or Wegmans?
I do Price Right.
Price Right.
Yeah. Closer to me.
How about you? Tops or Wegmans?
Wegmans produce. I like the produce.
Yo, Wegmans is my spot.
Yeah.
I like the produce, man.
But I do. Price Right be having like shit that don't like. You can get Portuguese rolls there, and I like Portuguese rolls.
Yeah.
I like Portuguese food. Shout out fucking Canada. That Portuguese food is on point.
But the downer is that some of the stuff I want they don't have. Or I remember it was like last year, grits. I could not find a box of grits for months. I kept going in, checking where it was, always empty, never had it. And then one day it was stocked, I grabbed like 10 of those. I'm like, just in case they run out again.
Yeah.
It's like, just.
Damn.
But even like tuna
grits
helper.
and cheese?
What's that?
Do you put grits and cheese?
Hell yeah.
I put sugar on them.
I put salt and butter and hot sauce. That's why I like it. But I mix it in with my like egg sandwiches and stuff.
I tried it so many different ways because of the army. Like everybody's from somewhere, so they're like, there's people from like the Philippines who eat grits, but they eat grits with like octopus and stuff like that. And I'm like,
it's
different.
I'm like, I'm good. I don't eat seafood, but anything else y'all throw at me, I'll try it.
Put
Yeah.
peppers and stuff, all that type of stuff. Just
Yeah.
season it up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I think it's just like cream of wheat. It's basically the same
It's
thing.
thicker.
Yeah.
It's real thin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good for iron too. They said.
What, cream of wheat is thicker? Oh, Ritz's.
Mm-hmm.
I like my cream of wheat like thick though. Like,
Yeah.
Like my women, I like my cream of wheat.
For real.
Yeah. Do you got any other samples you wanted to show us?
Well, besides this one, we got this one too. This one's my favorite.
This one's your favorite?
Well, another favorite of mine. They're all favorites. This one says, "Love me before the audio."
Oh, I do like that.
Yep.
The positive.
What size
Oh,
did I grab?
it
It's like
zips
a
all the
large.
way up too.
It did. It was a 2X. That's why it's so big.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
just grab.
fire.
Yeah, it goes all the way up. Extra pocket's got like his logo here. This I like too. His tag is so different. It's his logo.
Oh,
So
that
it's
is.
like wash cold, hand dry.
That is
So,
dope.
yeah.
It's different as hell. Like,
Yeah, never seen a tag like that.
no. It's usually
More
like they would have,
straight.
or they would have like put it into it. Like,
Yeah, sewn it in.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Because
Yeah,
then
these-
it's like, oh, how dope would that be if he made all of his tags stickers
Mm-hmm.
so that you could just, you know how people pull their tags off? Because
Yeah.
that's what I would do. I would cut that off. and
Yeah, it
then-
could be annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would get annoyed with it, cut it off, and then have someone patch it onto right back on there or something.
Mhm.
Like, yo, can you sew this on here? Or get like,
Yeah.
put something on the back so it sticks on.
Yep. So
Create a
these
patch out of
samples.
them.
Okay, question over there.
Well, if I wore it, I like that idea. I would have the logo
Facing
in the
out?
back,
Mm-hmm.
facing the public. And there
Mm-hmm.
you go, you're a walking billboard.
See, you can wear it any way you want.
Yeah. So many
Everybody's
different ways.
different.
Yep, yep.
I like do all of his hoodies go all the way up? The zippers?
No, there's this style. We got another color coming in. I think they got gray coming in. And then we got like this color, well, this style, but in red, and the matching pants coming in next week. And they got a flare bottom.
Oh yeah, you
So
was
that's
talking
coming
about
in.
the flare bottom.
Yeah, because I noticed he wore it in black to that event yesterday.
Yep.
Same style as the black flares. So
That's
we got the
dope.
matching top.
Those flares
Those
are
are
coming
coming
back.
I know.
There's a lot coming back. What is your favorite style from back in the day that you hope comes back?
Yikes. Guys were crazy. I'm 42. I remember back wearing like leather, what was it, rubber jackets, one of those big puffers. But they used to made like funky materials back then, like almost like a rubber material. I remember having one too. That was different.
Oh yeah, like the shiny.
Yeah, it was
ones?
shiny and it was rubbery. It had like
Yeah.
a rubber smell. You never see that anymore. That was different. I remember it.
Yeah.
So those are all different. It seems like a lot of the stuff from back then is kind of in back. Like oversized is back. You can wear it like that. The Swiffer pants, they said, they make the swoosh sounds.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people are wearing that again. Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Matching
those rip-off
sets.
pants to come back.
Yeah, I remember those. Never had a
Yo.
pair. I remember those. Yep.
Yo, that was the funniest shit in the world to do. Just because you just be
Just for
like,
fun.
Yo, the first time my mom got them, I was like, "What the fuck are these?" And then my brother was like, "Yo, you can rip your pants all the way off," and I was
Mhm.
like, "We can hold on." I ran to the room, grabbed shorts, put them on, grabbed them, ran back. I was like, "Motherfucker!" And then I did it, and he was like, "Oh, yo!" And then he
Yeah.
started laughing.
Yeah.
Yo, I've always thought about it. It's like, yo, damn, I could have had YouTube going back in the day with all the fucking crazy
If only we had
shit.
social media back then.
Yeah. Because I was running around everywhere after that doing it. Like, yo, I'll
Mhm.
just pull these off. Like, oh, y'all want to play football? Let's go.
Ah,
Like, I think I made my mom buy me like 10 pairs of those things.
I bet.
But I wouldn't bring I would bring them back, but not just
Yeah.
to joke around. Not rocking those. Those are
Yeah.
some bedtime pants right there.
Yep.
I'm about
Yep.
to go to bed.
Yep. So convenient.
Yeah, so convenient.
I
Like
know.
Heelys, like bring them back.
Mm,
So
yeah.
convenient. I can stroll down the fucking road. I don't gotta walk through the mall. Like I'm just Yeah.
Exactly.
Yo, that shit used to be so funny seeing the kids like so excited the day that I remember when they came out. Like, my one friend, you just seen him running down the street. Watch this, and you just like, and you're just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I know.
And now they're gone, and you're like, yo, I miss those things.
Yep.
It's like the old squirt guns.
Yep.
Like you'll never get them the same. Like the backpack one, that the super soaker
Yeah, we were extreme
one,
back
the backpack.
then. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was having some fun, man.
It's like clothes. Like clothes, I feel like they're not. They were made kind of better back then. Like the
It was made
material,
less.
like,
Yeah. Now it's all fast fashion.
Yeah.
I think
like,
I think they want you to come in every week and just buy new stuff all the time. I think that's the purpose. But I still like quality stuff. It lasts longer.
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I like 3 years for my hoodies. I need at least 3-4 years for my hoodies
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a hoodie fanatic. Like I'm hoodies. My girl's like, how many did you buy this week? I don't know. Family Trappers, I got one of every hoodie.
Mm.
Struggle Compound, I think I got 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
I like collecting local people's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
That's because nobody else has it.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are like, "Oh, where'd you get that?"
Yeah,
I'm
especially if you go out of town.
Yeah,
And you tell me, yeah, it's from Buffalo. Yep.
I have to come. So, what's the price ticket on these?
These ones are $155. These ones, I believe, are $150 for these ones.
I'm gonna have to come get one of
And
these.
we get more styles in the store. This one, I believe, is $145. And then he has like these 2 leather hats or trucker hats in
Mhm.
blue and red, Buffalo Bills colors, of course. So he's also working on the new spring line. So we'll be able to see that pretty soon.
Oh, that's dope.
Yep.
So that must like he's a fashion guy.
Kinda. He's always dressed up, so
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
I didn't realize for a while he was wearing his brand. I looked up pictures of him. He's like got a jacket, some other stuff.
Yeah,
So he was already rocking
And,
his own
yeah,
brand.
that's when I found out about it. Chasing Millions is when he got hit and injured, and I looked him up, and I was like, oh, he's got a clothing brand. So
Yeah.
I looked at it, and I was like, oh, this shit is fire. This
Yeah.
man can. Whoever's designing this is killing it. Like,
Yep.
the designs are like top tier designs. And
Yeah, that's pretty
like,
good.
Like I touched this and it's like, oh, this is a thick ass hoodie. Like I could be warm in this hoodie.
Yes.
It's not like this one. Nike are like I love Nike. You won't get me out of Nike. Like I wear Nike everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're thin as fuck. So I gotta wear undershirts under them. I don't wanna I just want a t-shirt.
Right.
I don't want to wear like a hoodie supposed to keep me warm.
Exactly. Don't
Like
have to
for
layer it
me,
all up.
yeah, for me, I don't want to put a jacket on to cover up the hoodie if the hoodie's raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I got something dope on, I don't want to cover it up. I want to keep it going.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's your favorite accessory?
A hat. I'm always wearing a hat. Look at the hat guy. If you see me without a hat, it's kind of weird, or it's very hot that day.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's because I started losing hair when I was younger, so I was like, I'm just gonna wear a hat, shave my head.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's always an accessory of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so hats. What about you? Favorite accessory?
Everything.
Everything?
I got a match from the head to toe, man. You see how I got the shoes? Like the shoes gotta be like lights, you gotta be like one color to another color, and like, I gotta pattern myself out. So but accessory wise, I say I had to, but mainly the shoes. Though.
Yeah.
The shoe, I always start from the ground up and I work my way up. I first get my shoes, then I work my way up my outfit and stuff like that. If the outfit don't match the shoes, I can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's how I be like looking as soon as I walk out.
Yeah, the shoes.
Oh, those don't match. I gotta go back in.
I think because I was younger, my mother couldn't really afford the nice high end shoes, so I just I really take it to heart to make sure I got some decent pair of shoes on. I ain't have it, growing up as a kid, so I'm gonna enjoy it,
Yeah.
Accessories, shoes, or a hat.
I always have that one pair of shoes that's good, like clean and good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, those are the going out shoes. Once they get dirty, you're going to the everyday shoe pile. Switch through those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just started collecting like more shoes. I used to have just one pair, wear it out. Now it's like I got season shoes, dress up shoes.
Yeah.
I just started collecting that now. But clothing wise, I kind of just like throw on whatever. I know, bad example, but yeah. Just like regular jeans and a shirt, as long as it matches a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how I always have been.
I mean, you're still styling that.
Oh, thank
that
you.
shirt is fire.
Thank you. It's actually a K-Subi. We have another one at the store too.
Yeah, it's got me tripped out.
It's like what you call it? Pixels.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pixelated. It's
Yep.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
That shit got me
too.
tripped out.
Yep. And it's nice and warm. I like it.
Oh yeah. Favorite spot in Buffalo, like place, period. Like if you are having a bad day and you want to go relax your mind, where would you go?
Usually go to Culture Bay. My neighbors. Like talk to the bartenders, get some comfort food, drinks. They'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Strong drinks. That's my
Strong
spot.
drinks.
There's always someone in there I know, so it's like
Yeah.
my spot.
Okay.
Yep. My drink, I love Jack and Coke. Comfort food, I love their poutine fries.
Poutine.
Yep.
Fire.
It's always my favorite. They really put the cheese and stuff on there, thick it up.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite.
Those big ass cheese
Yes.
curds, man.
Sounds good as fuck right now.
Anything with cheese, I like.
Yeah, yo, I'm a cheese fanatic. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, my girl be like, I be telling her, let's go on a wine tour. Why? You don't even drink. I want the cheese. They got that cheese.
Yep.
Like, what do you mean? I want all that.
Then you should go
cheese.
to like art openings. They always have wine and cheese.
Yeah.
Yep. When I was in the Mark Arcade, because we used to share space with SEPA Gallery and Squeaky Wheel, every time they had an opening, I was staying late. Like, yes, with some samples, load up a
Yo.
plate with cheese, crackers, all that
We
good
going to
stuff.
all the art gallery openings.
Yes.
All of them.
Yep.
Get all the cheese.
Yes.
And then I want to find that fucking expensive good cheese that you're just like, yo, this tastes like candy right
I
here.
know. Yeah, SEPA used to have that stuff. It would be cheese I've never seen before, different tastes. Like, don't know what I'm eating,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Mhm.
what the fuck? Like, I don't even ask because I don't want to know sometimes.
Yep.
Like, they'd be like, tell me it's like some kind of cheese from some animal that, like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
everyone's
no,
yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Just eat it. Like, I just had some the other day. My girl gave it to me. It was like, she told me after it was goat cheese. And I was like, because I don't like regular goat cheese.
Mhm.
But it had like strawberries and cherries in it. And I was like, yo, this shit is fire.
It sounds different. Yeah.
Wegmans, I'm telling you. They
Mm-hmm.
be having that shit.
So I go to Wegmans more often.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming through.
Oh, thanks for having it.
Hell yeah. And they can find you at, what's the address one more time?
95 Allen Street in Buffalo, right next to Culture Bay. And we also got a website, trendupstore.com. You can find us on all social media platforms at trendupstore.
Hell yeah. And where can they find you at if they want to chat with you?
Oh, I'm just Giovanni Centurione. Or you can find me on the Trend Up Store. That page right there.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Jay?
You can find me on Instagram at jgreen_90. And for Facebook, you can find me at jgreen. It's jgreen. J-A-Y Green.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Make sure you tap in. Go stop and trend up today. Peace out.